G'day everyone, you found the champ dog, and guess what? I just got off the phone to your dad. He says he's proud of you. So we're jumping back into the arena with some more MonoWhite aggro, and today I've got two matches coming up for you against Rogues, everyone's favourite deck. Now I know it's a bit of a divisive deck, some people love it, some people hate it, lots of people love to see it getting defeated, and I'm not going to disappoint those people today. Got two wins coming up. Now you might notice in the first game, the opponent ropes a lot. They get really salty. And now I understand it's a deck with a lot of decision points and a lot of difficult decisions to make, so I do try to give my opponents on that deck the benefit of the doubt. It can be frustrating when you're sitting across from it, but I've played a fair bit of that deck and there are a lot of challenging decisions and sequences that you need to think out, but this guy really takes the cake. So I'm going to need to do a fair bit of editing on that match so that you guys aren't just watching sparkly blue lights for 20 minutes. But yeah, two games against two different versions of Rogues actually. The first one is, I believe, the classic and then the second version is the Zareth Sand version. And I do beat them both. They are outside of the roping. They would have both been fun matches, but look, because that game took so long, this video is going to be a little bit long, so I'm going to jump in pretty quickly, and there's not going to be an outro because I don't want to take up too much of everyone's time. You know, I appreciate the time that you give to the channel and the attention that you give to the channel. You guys are the best, so give yourselves a pat on the back, go give someone a high five, stay brilliant, let's jump into some games. Hey, what do you know, it's more Rogues. This hand seems capable. Turn 1 Heavens, turn 2 Hallowed Blade. Cool, so they obviously want to flash in a Enforcer. It's always so many lands or not enough lands. Well, that was nice. Ugh. Gets to 8 so quickly, doesn't it? Makes sense. I really thought they'd flinch there. Again, should have activated. I need to pay way more attention to those little things. Seems to have freaked him out though. You worry too much, dude. It was just a misplay. Because I'm not really paying attention and I'm half asleep. Why can't I emote? Sure. Hey, something other than a land. Beautiful, so I can start giving old Hello Blade here lifelink. That's the plan at any rate. But we all know how often things go according to plan when we're playing against rogues. Okay, buys Norris, that's good for us. That is good for us. Okay, wants to make the block the Wind Robber. What are they holding up? Well, they've let me get to attacks. Unfortunately, if they get Loris down, they can just keep cycling that Wind Robber until they eventually mill or kill me with the old Thought Thief. Hopefully I draw something good next turn while their shields are down. Wouldn't say that's good, but it's decent. Okay. What's your move there, Pyro Froggy? What this is about? Interesting. Block Loris here. Gain some life. Discard Flames. Man, they're taking their time. Yep, that was not such a hard decision, was it? Didn't realise Heliod was other creatures. I might have held back. This will be a steely thing. Low Mage's Domination. I swear they're just playing slowly on purpose. I really want to emote at them, tell them to hurry up, because this is intentional. This is not a complicated board state. As someone who's played a lot of rogues, this isn't super complex at the moment. There's not this level of decision making involved, so I have to assume this is deliberate. They've got lethal on board. I have to block, and if they have a removal spell, I'm dead. And they've got more than enough health there to survive the crackback, so it's not like it's a difficult decision to make the attack either. This is just a rogue's opponent being a shitlord. Yep, none of these triggers are necessary either. Again, you just need to move to attacks. You could have surprised me with those. Okay, and they're choosing not even to attack. So they just want to try and rub it in my face a little bit. Yeah, so they've just decided, rather than actually go ahead and kill me, they want to try and go for the mill win. Just to try and be a little dick about it and waste my time. It's fine, I'll just play this game out, but I just want to point out to everyone watching how much of a loser my opponent here is being. Respect your own time a little bit more. Get a hobby, learn another language. Find something to make your own time more valuable. Well, it's not what we want to see. Should have just kept the first hand. Seagate Reborn. That's gotta suck for them. Sure. So I assume they have something at instant speed to follow up here. Yeah, as expected. Ugh, looks like my opponent doesn't have much going either. I mean, they do still have 5 cards. Oh, and they scoop it up. Wowzers. Their hand must have been awful. Must have been awful. They must have had a lot riding on that Thought Thief. Maybe they had like some Giant Molochs and stuff that they couldn't turn on. Or a Low Mage's Domination. Feel sorry for him. Okay, game 3. It's not great, but okay, but sure. Oh, what land do I play? Oh, the Agony. The Agony of choice. Could be a pathway. And they're trying to decide what color they have to play it for. I'll give them that. But if I don't see a pathway come down here... Oh my god, what a loser. I mean, with this, I don't need this much land, so I might as well hang on to this in case I can use it. So obviously we want them to play a creature here so we can apparition it. But it was not to be. Here it comes. Get rid of a few more lands, I'm not opposed to that. Find the Loris, beautiful. Oh, do I want to crack my passage? It's totally going to affect the outcome of this current play. Hopefully they play their Loris here. It'll be pretty ideal for us. Slightly less ideal now that they could have Jan and the Lock to back it up. Please, there's so little in my world and my life. No one believes in me. I need this. I need this to feel good about myself. You don't know all the mean things they say about me. Daddy went out for cigarettes. I haven't seen him in 2 months. Mummy said it was a mistake. Play this little guy out. Use it to protect the speaker. Again, as I said in one of my previous matches, I have played a fair bit of rogues. I know it's a decision-intensive deck, but there's also a point where people are just taking the piss, and my opponent did pass that in the previous game, so being a little bit ruthless, but it's mostly for comedic purposes. Don't take it too seriously. I don't actually wish them harm, I just do think they're a little bit of a joke. Yep. So this opens up into the story as an option. Or it could just be they want to play their Loris and defend it. Low Mage's Domination. Give this pro black so they can't. I should have played this in response as well, so that they can't do the old last minute. What's the word I'm looking for? Last minute Blood Chief Thirst. Hey, another Kabira takedown. So I'll map the Enforcer with this. Get rid of this token and swing in. And hopefully now they think it's safe to play out their Loris. Not that there's anything in the graveyard for them to get back. This is actually a good play though, not cracking this passage. Holds priority, hides whether or not they have instants and stuff in their hand. Okay, there's the Loris. If they go to crack the passage now, I'll take down in response. There we go. That is fine. How do you want to block that? Sure. This has been a weird game. Like, both of our decks are just grinding our wheels, struggling to get any traction in this game. There's no stick on that either, so they've got nothing in their hand right now. Or whatever they have is sorcery speed. Would have liked that more. So there could be another domination here into the story. Okay, yep, I was thinking about that as well. If they don't have something in here though, I mean it's unlikely they don't. But if they don't have something to remove or block with, they do die here. Okay, they've got a blocker. Yep. Okay, so they clearly don't have much that's great in here, or that's particularly helpful at any rate. So they're going to have to discard 2 if they don't play some stuff. Obviously hunting for removal. Trying to block. Sure. Not much I can do about that. You get a 1/1. So one of these cards needs to be Bloodchief's Thirst. Or Thieves Guild Enforcer. Ah, okay. They can cast removal now. So I'm going to suit up this. This takes the graveyard synergies back off. Has to be... oh no, I can use this. Cool. Still under a ton of pressure over there. And it didn't seem like their hand was great last turn, so I don't know that it's going to be great this turn either. And I believe I do have an app under here. Yes. Okay. Get themselves some blockers back. That was a pretty good turn. Yep. But I should be able to win next turn. Yep. So next turn, Idol of Endurance, get the Skyclave app out, snag the Wind Robber, and then give either of my creatures protection from black. And they can't be blocked. Sack it in response. Yep. Waste a bit of their time now. Can't even say good game. So being muted. I'm glad to get the win there, as I said. That person was just wasting my time, so it's nice to get the vindication. Alright, so we're going to sneak in one last game. Evening, feeling pretty tired at the moment. But we can always squeeze in one more game. This hand's decent. I guess I lead up the doggo. I had a sneaky feeling this might be coming, but if they want to make that trade, that's fine. The Gargoyle. It's one less thing for them to throw in front of the Hello Blade. So this version could have Zaret set, but this version also has targets for Giant Killer. Seems like they're trying to hold up the counter spell, so I'll play out Hushbringer. I'd much rather it get countered than the Luminarch. There it is. I would have liked that more. Still, I'm sure there was not much of a possibility of me actually keeping and resolving them all. So I could tap this in response, so I'm actually glad to get rid of those. And in fact I will tap this in response. I would like to resolve this, to play this Castle Ardenvale actually. Should have done that, but at the moment, keeping the Hammerblade alive is a little more valuable. I like to, I don't want to go down to one card because it's pretty easy to removal spells. Ooh, Agadeem's Awakening. That's good. Yeah, no, I'll attack. I've got a card to pitch and I've got the Alcid. Ugh. Forgot I was thinking I still had the Giant Killer. Like I said, pretty tired today. It's like, yeah, just casually tap something. So they have to attack with the Gargoyle. There's no point holding it back. I think I give them the option of blocking. Of course they take it. I was thinking, do I give it protection and see if there's an opportunity to play out the Alcid? Sure. Attack with the Gargoyle because it can't block. Shield's down at this point, hoping they don't have a kill spell for the Hellblade. They do not. Sure. Okay, so I can't win from here. Should have been a little more aggressive using the owl seed. Oh well, live and you learn. So as we said, Giant Killer does actually have targets here. Sentinel's Eyes should be good. Casket's good. Sideboarding's still pretty haphazard for this thing. I need to systematize it a little bit. Hand doesn't do much. This is a hand with a plan. And I will play this out, but from this point I need to be a little more conservative about holding things to keep the Hallowblade alive. Yep. So we knew that's what they had in their hand, because they had that one land untapped. There's no one cost. This is actually pretty good because it allows us to do something without playing out of our hand. There's no one cost blue thing at instant speed in the rogue stacks. I don't have enough cards in my graveyard at the moment, do I? Slightly wider board this time. I assume they've got something to flash in here. Give this pro blue so they don't get the other side of it. That's just, that's a valuable target to fizzle for them. And we'll get rid of that so they can't stick in a Zaratsan. And yep, all she wrote. It's a good hand. through the untapped land, also nice. Nothing they can do about this for 1 mana. Again, they're holding the Enforcer. I'm happy to offer the trade. I don't want to take it. Just gonna go for it. They could well have a Drown in the lock here. Nothing we can do about that. Brazen Borrower maybe? Nothing we can do about that either. Yep. I feel like there's a Zareth coming, which is dope. I wish Zareth's end was better than he is. Sure. Nothing I can do about that. Hurts though, definitely hurts. And, not having a follow-up play hurts as well. Sure. So we are going to take a big hit here, which sucks. So we do have to play defense for the moment, unfortunately. Gain a bit of life back here. Assuming it survives to do damage. Okay. I could play out the Alseid in the Plains. Then I have nothing in hand to give the Hallowblade indestructible, so it doesn't make too much difference. Very aggressive. Keep gaining back life. The first strike is really doing work here. Obviously we're definitely not out of the woods. Okay, wow. Wow, okay, they feel like they are in trouble. And they scoop it up. We get there. That was tense, actually.